Time for football now from Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today, a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Devontae chirping on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third and short. Prescott. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
First down, it is Williams. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down, Dallas.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Prescott on first down. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A huge play for Dallas. 33 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal.
Riley Moss on the tackle. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 8.
from the 29. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Dobbins. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their 1st drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready now for their 2nd drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Williams gets it on the draw. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
On first down, right back to Williams. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. The open man is Colbert. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football. Here's a 2nd and 12 as we are ready to get back underway. 2nd down. Prescott in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jonathan Cooper in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Has no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 7. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. 55 yards on the game.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll throw. It's Nix. This one caught at the 4. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
And the Broncos.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Dobbins. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. The RPO. That one is complete. And he'll take this one in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. His kick is good. Broncos will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Tackled by Zach Allen. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Cowboys.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throw it. Nix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target.
It leads to 2nd
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, And now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard. Here's Nix to throw. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do them any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Nick's going to look to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Open man down the field, it's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. And even 30 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. And even 30 yards.
And this is just where you see some of the speed of these wide receivers, Mike, really make their presence felt. And then when you have a quarterback that has the arm strength and the accuracy to get him the ball downfield, that's a deadly combination and one that's going to really open up other things as the rest of this game unfolds.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. Whoa! And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pick up there of 19 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Here's a toss, right side. And he'll get this up close to a 1st down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. To throw is Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
He'll go right back to Tolbert. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Dak to throw. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. Here's a designed run. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
2 yards.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. A 1st down there on a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the
Well, this is something we don't
42-yard
see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
1st and 10.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Evan Ingram, the intended target.
Brings up 2nd
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
40-yard line.
As you could probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Another Broncos.
A big one here in the 4th quarter. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They send Sutton in motion. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. That one's taken in, middle of the end zone. Troy Franklin, touchdown Denver. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Broncos 20, Cowboys 16.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw is Prescott. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. John Franklin Myers in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
Pass caught by Tolbert. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down, Dallas.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on
The best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly, hands the ball off to the back, big pickup.
And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On first and 10, Prescott. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. It's second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense, and well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Big snap on first and 10. Off he goes. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Here's a third down and 4. Nix from the gun on third down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. The Broncos bringing out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Here is 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here comes 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. That's made by Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to George Pickens. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only one timeout remaining for the defense. Now this looks like a design run. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we